4 in 5 Canadians support complete ban on civilian possession of assault-style weapons.
Here's a summary of the article.
The results of the latest public opinion survey from the nonprofit Angus Reid Institute show an overwhelming majority, nearly 4 in 5, support a complete prohibition on civilian possession of the types of weapons used in the Montreal Massacre in 1989, and most recently, the rampage of an assault weapon-carrying murderer who killed 22 people in Nova Scotia last month. More key findings: while Canadians express majority support for banning both assault weapons and handguns, a significant minority, 1 in 3, say they oppose a handgun ban. As Nova Scotians and Canadians across the country continue to mourn the loss of 22 people, killed in a mass shooting in April, the Liberal government appears set to move on a long-promised ban on assault weapons in Canada. Nearly 4 in 5 Canadians canvassed between April 28 to 30 say they support a complete ban on civilian possession of such weapons. By contrast, former gun owners are overwhelmingly in favor of banning assault weapons, but very narrowly support the prospect of a handgun ban. Regionally, people in Quebec and Nova Scotia, places that bear the deep scars of gun violence, are most likely to support banning assault weapons. Most past Conservative voters oppose a ban on handguns but support one on assault weapons.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 83%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Grabs popcorn, this'll be fun. I brought enough for everyone.
Americans getting offended that Canadians ain't Americans as well.
This is completely off topic, but, back when I was working in a call center, a customer from the U.S. called in the day before the July 4th long weekend and she started making small talk and said something along the lines of, "Well, I guess you will be closed tomorrow for the long weekend," to which I explained, "No, as we are in Canada, we remain open and Canada Day is July 1st. The customer goes on to say, "That is really weird, I would have assumed you guys would be closed. It doesn't make sense." Very strange interaction, but she definitely was upset we were going to be open for an American holiday. I've met at least 2 Americans who I'm convinced actually believed the whole world celebrated July 4th, and couldn't seem to grasp that other countries had their own national holidays. It was like telling them that 2 + 2 = 5.
Greater than the whole world celebrated July 4th. I'm Canadian, but I was served my divorce papers on the 4th of July, so I've been told that I'm to celebrate Independence Day like my dad was a bald eagle.
See, I am Canadian, and always thought assault-style rifles were illegal. Already kinda disappointed I never got a chance to fire one in a range setting, but it isn't going to affect my life in a negative way. We don't have castle doctrine, stand your ground. Weapons here were already just for hunting if you are a civilian.
It's the sport shooters that will be the most affected, people who compete in 3-gun competitions like in the IPSC or USPSA.
Yano, the ones least likely to commit crimes with those types of firearms.
Precisely, anyone. 99% of the people committing crimes are already non-lawful owners. What good does legislation do besides reducing the legal supply for those criminals to steal?
Most of the guns don't even come from Canada, most are brought in through the states, since our already stringent gun laws would make it very easy to connect a weapon back to its original owner.
This will make Reddit fun for Canadians. After New Zealand's gun laws changed, we got angry Americans ranting at us about 1984 fascism at every opportunity for months. The NZ subreddit was brigaded, of course.
It's been a weird day so far. First thing when it was brought up, one of the Americans in our friend group went on and ranted about how it was dumb solely because it doesn't cover all the loophole guns. IDK, it was a weird thing to fixate onto me.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.